On this slide, you can see that the actual sign used for percentage is made up of 2 zeros and a 1. That represents 100, as you can see with the arrows where they're pointing to the zeros and the 1 goes. And it's a common way to remember what a percentage is. It's out of 100. We can see here that we've got a percentage, 76.5. We can write that over 100 and think about it like that in terms of getting it to a decimal. So we divide 76.5 divided by 100 gives us 0.765, and that works fine. The problem is it's not good practice to write it as 76.5 over 100. You could write 76.5 divided by 100, but to write it like this isn't good practice. So the best way to do that is to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10. That would give us 765 divided by 1000. And if we divide that through, we'd get 0.765. On this slide, we're going to look at simplification of a fraction. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because this should be revision, but just to go over the main points, if we look at the 10%, we've got 10 over 100. We can look at the numerator and see that we've got 10. Does 10 go into the 100? Yes, it does. So therefore, we've got a common multiple. It goes into both the numerator and the denominator. And 10 goes once in the top and 10 times in the bottom. So it becomes 1/10. If we look at 50 over 100, that's 50%. We can again see that 10 goes into both. In this case, we can say, well, we've got 5 tens in the numerator and we've got 10 tens in the denominator. But we can also simplify that further. We could have done that right at the beginning. If we can divide by 50. How many 50s in the numerator? 1. How many 50s in the denominator? 2. And that comes to a half. Likewise, for the 75 over 100, we can see that we could do it by 5. But the quickest way to do it would be, we can see that we've got 3 25s in 75 and 4 in 100. So it's a bit of practice. Now look at the 25% and see if you can do that. These common percentages you will see every time you come to percentages, so it is well worth memorizing them.